but a lot of the communities they're really good, and they could be toxic at times. And so when I joined Cornucopias Discord, and I was looking at general chat, and I was just first getting my feet wet, it was super positive. It was so positive and so helpful and so friendly, and I was like, wait.
Welcome to Chioz Empire. This is the story of Paturai. Don't know where to put the emphasis.
I also go by Kopi Farmer.
Oh, well, you're not alone there.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Kopi farmers, corn farmers, and
so I guess you bought that Ada handle.
Oh, I definitely did. I had to, get ahead of the curve on that one.
Yeah. So the next one will be Kopi Farmer 1, 2.
Kopi Farmer 1852.
Yes.
Okay, that's my cue for my intro, I think. Or you don't want the intro? What do you say? Intro,
let's go.
No intro?
Yeah, we got to try.
Let's go.
We fail every time, but let's go.
Okay, fail? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners from all walks of life, today we have an intriguing guest joining us on the show. He may be young in body, but his soul carries the wisdom of ages. He is a dedicated father, cherishing the joys and responsibilities that come with parenthood. Born and raised amidst the enchanting landscapes of New Mexico, our guest is a man of many interests and talents. By day, he's found at a local dispensary, helping people find their way to relaxation and wellness. But that's not all. He's also on the path to becoming an accountant, where he's crunching numbers and planning for a secure future. When he's not working, you'll often find him in the immersive worlds of gaming. He's an avid gamer, diving into the realms of World of Warcraft, Zelda, and other MMORPG games, where he forges friendships and battles epic quests. He's also a bit of a culinary maverick. He's known to mix Lucky Charms with Captain Crunch cereal, creating a breakfast blend that's as unique as he is. And let's not forget his love for the fiery side of cuisine. He's a connoisseur of spicy foods and an enthusiast of all kinds of beef jerky. In the world of movies, he's got a couple of favorites. Kangaroo Jack and Free Guy have earned a special place in his heart. And he's an interesting tidbit. He somehow relates to Chucky, though we hope it's just in looks and not in any sinister way. So get ready for a lively and diverse conversation with our guest today. Welcome to the show, Paturai.
Yo, thank you. Whoa, that was actually kind of scary. How do you know all that? Okay. I see you did your research. All right, yes, everything you said was pretty much true on that. Wow.
Pretty much. What did I get wrong, though?
So, the only thing that changed, you were right, but it just changed. Me being an accountant, it actually changed. I currently just got a promotion to be a product specialist within the business industry. So now I'll be the product specialist of over 20 stores. So it's a really huge opportunity and a great promotion that I got. I was gonna be an accountant, but something else came up, and I was just like, okay, well. but my goodness, the sinister. I could be sinister sometimes, but I'm more like Rugrats Chucky.
Okay. Then we are safe. All right.
I'm a kid at heart.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, we start at the usual question, I would say, isn't it? How
you doing? Where you from? How old are you?
I'm from America, the Southwest, home of the green chili, I'm doing good today. I'm doing really good. I just watched the latest Kopi Cafe that dropped today, and it was really amazing. And now I get to sit here with you two today, and I honestly can't ask for a better Friday.
That was episode 66 that just aired. So, do you have any nuggets right now?
Oh, I have a few nuggets. Yeah, I have a pocket for my nuggets. It's a chicken nugget pocket.
I like wings. I like hot wings, please, for me. Like 30 buckets.
Let me ask you guys, how are you doing today?
Thank you. Good. Exhausting work, but recovering with a bit of beer.
I absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm right there with you.
Okay.
It's not 5 p.m. for you, Paturai.
What's the time for you?
It's 12:30 p.m. for me.
You've been hard at work today?
You know, today's my day off, actually.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh,
and you're wasting it with us.
You're wasting
it. That's such a crazy word to say. I feel honored to be here with you guys today because let's be real, we're all Cornucopians, and
that's true.
We're all here for a very, very mutual thing, and that's Cornucopias, the island awaits, and the game is amazing, and I'm just happy to be here to talk to you all about it today.
Very nice.
So let's get back to the question I had in the beginning, though, with how did you get to know Cornucopias? Where did you start your journey with NFTs or crypto, or what's the story there?
Okay, definitely. So my story originally began when GameStop had the explosion it did, and it jumped over $400, and I heard everybody making this money on GameStop stocks. And I said, oh, wow, like, maybe I should start investing in like stocks and crypto. And so I got Coinbase, and I just started doing a little bit of research, and I invested in Dogecoin at the time. And I was following Elon Musk like a lot of people was. And, Saturday Night Live happened, and then like from that moment I started noticing like gradual difference in the market, but it all the whole time was just really wonderful, and it showed me like so much love for cryptos, stocks, but there really wasn't no like basis on it. Like there was nothing that I was like, oh, I'm like, this is cool besides the crypto coin or the stock itself, And this is a little inside leak, but my dad actually, Block, he in December 2021, January 2022, he was like, hey, I'm involved, I'm looking at this project, Cornucopias, it's on Cardano, like I'm in the Discord, it's so cool, like you need to check it out. And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I with everything going down, I was like, man, I'm not sure if I'm ready to like hop in a project right now, like I don't know, like I gotta like cool things off a little bit. But the more he was showing me, the more he was doing, I was like, man, this seems kind of cool. And he had the bubble jet mint, and I was like, okay, like this is cool, like you can mint an NFT. What is minting? Like, what is minting? I had to ask. That was my first question. What's minting? And I minted, and then he minted, his bubble jet, and he was doing his thing, and I was like, okay, this is fun. This is fun. Like there's finally something to do with the coin. So I was like, all right, I have some ADA that I bought at $3. Let me go ahead and like get involved. And I,
I bought it at $3.
Yeah, I bought some at $1, bought some at $2, and I definitely bought some at $3.
What was the main difference in the communities when you compare your entry point and with the community on Cardano? What difference did you see there?
Well, I've always been involved in Discord. I've been involved in Discord for some really heavy MMOs such as like World of Warcraft, Diablos, as well as like Final Fantasy, and Discord has always been a prevalent communication channel for gamers. You could connect with gamers all around the world on Discord. But a lot of the communities, they're really good, and they could be toxic at times. And so when I joined Cornucopias Discord and I was looking at general chat, and I was just first getting my feet wet, it was super positive. It was so positive and so helpful and so friendly. And I was like, wait,
what's going on here?
Be nice. Yeah. The internet could be cool and nice, and wait, everyone, and then as soon as someone's toxic, it's weird. Everyone's like, hey man, and they're nice about correcting toxic behavior. And I'm like, wait, people could be nice about this? And everyone was just so friendly and helpful. And I was like, okay, this community is dope. I really like this community. Yeah. And I joined in February of 2022. And ever since then, it hasn't stopped. The friendships, the getting to know people, it's just grown. The community has grown, the people have grown, and it's quite remarkable.
And you have grown. You're gonna start your streaming pretty soon, or when the game is out. You prepared? You have everything ready? Your studio is ready to go?
Oh, yeah, definitely ready. Of course, there's future updates and upgrades on technology I want to do, but I hung up my Cornucopias t-shirt that I got at CNFT Con last year and my Knights t-shirt on the back of my wall. So every time I post a video, y'all will see the two gaming communities that I represent.
Nice.
Very good. You're devoted.
Nice.
I'm a devoted member. Oh, but I'll be honest. I'm most. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, Chioz?
I didn't know there was a Knights t-shirt.
You know, there isn't officially a Knights t-shirt. I'm not gonna lie. Last year for Vegas, me and my pops, we went ahead and we just made a Knights t-shirt. That way we could represent the guild while we're in Vegas.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, I'm back on track now. So what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, as long as, like, with my videos, like with any RPG and MMO, and pretty much any big game, you know, of course there's achievements or trophies or things you could earn, as well as methods and things for gold and items and fishing methods and this and this and that, and I just really, like, that's where my name Kobe Farmer comes from. Like, I really want to make content on showing people gold farming methods, and I believe it's going to be gold, Kobe, ADA is the economics with corn, but I want to show people how they could farm Kobe, how they could farm gold with any of these big MMOs. The economics in game is always really huge, and I've always had a really good wit about how to essentially become like a gold millionaire or whatever the currency is, and really dominate and like be very efficient with my farming methods. And so I just want to be able to show all my farming methods to the community and really like give the hints and the tips and the tricks to earn achievements, earn Kobe, earn gold, how to get this, how to get that, the best method for this, because that's what I look up when I look at games and any games I'm interested in. I watch videos, I watch other content creators, I talk to them, and we socialize and we give each other information. And at the end of the day, with MMOs and RPGs that are at this magnitude, there's so much information. So you need a community that is here and dedicated to get this communication and information for you. And that's kind of what I want to do.
So this must be based on a lot of experience that you've done from earlier games. I believe World of Warcraft is one.
World of Warcraft is definitely one of the prominent ones for sure.
Okay, can you connect something like that, those games that you know, to something that you want to do in Cornucopias? Like gameplay, farming, yeah.
Absolutely.
Glitches? Do you want to post videos with glitches? Duplication glitch like in Zelda.
So I love that question, actually, and that's a really good question. So, you know, when you have single player games like Zelda versus a game like World of Warcraft or like Cornucopias, there's two main things you need to look at. One, I'm never trying to extort the game. There's certain things that if you find that's extorting the game on an MMO, like a duplication glitch where you could get infinite money, which then turns into, you know, Kopi, then Ada, that needs to be reported to the team, in my opinion, immediately. That's cheating. That at the bottom line, that's cheating, and that's extortion of a bug or a problem within the game, and that's never what I'm trying to do. I'm never trying to do that, and I'm always trying to go ahead and report anything that comes up, like a duplication glitch, because like in Zelda, if I duplicate 1,000 diamonds, it's not hurting anybody. But if I duplicate 1,000 diamonds in Cornucopias, it's hurting not only the community, the economy, the team. It's hurting so many people, and we're never trying to hurt people.
Okay,
now with MMOs and
just a moment. I'm gonna say about the diamond duplication empire.
Snitches get stitches.
Okay.
I was not hurting. You heard him. You heard him. He said Zelda is exception with the glitches because it doesn't like earn you or lose you anything. It's just in the game.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Point made. Okay, Paturai, you can continue.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry for that intrusion.
Oh no, I love that. I love that because I'm sitting here like, oh, you play Zelda? That's cool. Like I want to start talking about Zelda for a second because I'm a big Zelda head, but gotta stay on focus here. So core, like with Kobe farming and gold farming, there's a legitimate way to do it that's not extorting, and World of Warcraft is a really good example for that. You have loot tables and you have mobs. And the mobs are like the enemies and the creatures that you could burn down or unalive. And you're farming essentially those mobs, and you're going around, and there's different farming methods. You could do just by yourself, where you're going around and you're unaliving these mobs and you're looting them. And because the loot table is very specific on those certain mobs, this item drops. And depending on the item, it has different usage, different utility. And even with a Web 2 game, the utility usually lies within, you know, being able to transmog, being able to change your appearance and look differently. And that's the main utility for most Web 2 things, to be honest with you, is just changing the appearance. And that's definitely a utility within Web 3 as well, but there's so much more to it. You know, appearance is a big deal, how people want to look, different clothing, this and that. So when you're farming in a game like World of Warcraft, I'm sorry, what was that, brother?
If I just stop you a bit moment on there, that was very interesting concept. You actually you loot something to get another appearance, was that?
Yeah.
So if you take that to Cornucopias, you need to make some area clear, loot or get an item from some area so that you can get access to another area. Is that what you're saying?
That could be a very small part of that utility for sure. There are certain items that you have to get, and then it will open up a whole new area or a quest or whatever you want to call it, content. It will open up a new line of something with certain items. So if you're, you know,
like a mine, for example, there's a section in the mine that you need special equipment for. Maybe.
Yeah, like, you know, special equipment.
Team, I think that was the idea they had. That's in a mind that some of the quests will require you working with others, that you will not be able to get a reward if you work by yourself, because you would need different equipment parts or tools to do it.
Right, and that actually leads to a very interesting tactic here. So group farming, group progression is almost essential or the most efficient way in most MMORPG games. Now, like I was saying earlier, you could farm for something as a single player and like do it all by yourself, or you could get 4 other people with you or 3 other people, excuse me, and do like a 4x4 or a 5x5 farm where now it's 5 of you all in a group and you guys share the same loot table. You share the pickup, what he picks up, I could pick up, what I kill, he kills, kind of thing. And now you're farming efficiently with 5 of your friends or 4 other friends, and you're the 5th. And now you're doing a 5x5 farm. So if you're in the mine, and let's say a mine node, a gold, could be mined 5 times consecutively before it despawns. Well, now you could get 5 of your friends to all farm, do a 5x5 farm, and just farm the mines. And then at the end of it, you guys get more. And that's just another farming tactic that I'm not sure if it's going to be within Cornucopias. It all depends on the things, but
yeah,
from what
do
it
you
seems
think do you think Genesium is higher value than other materials? Where do you think it is on the scale of rarity, or how valuable it could be? Genesium.
I feel like it's a very fair comparison to an ore in WoW called Corium, where there's only 1 or 2 nodes in the entire space that is always spawned. And it's always spawned, but there's only 1 or 2 nodes in the entire location that's spawned. And everything else will have a higher spawn rate. So I feel like it will be more rare. Now the question is, if I mine it before you mine it, will you still be able to see that node? And then the other question is, if I invite you to a party and now we're in a party together, can we both mine that same node? Because if we can, then if we do a 5x5 farm, all 5 of us could be in a voice chat and we could be roaming the entire mine. We can mine every other item, but as soon as we find that rare ore, be like, hey, I found it, this is where I'm at, and then everyone comes and we all mine it together. And that could be a possibility. It could not. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
here's a scenario that pops up in my head. You have a group of allies, let's say 5 people, that goes down to mine some areas, and you get this quanticide, and it's shared because you are in a group. Let's say equals. But if there is another group in the nearby vicinity and they see that you have found quanticide and they come and get it, of course they will share it between themselves. So there's a small fight between them. That's happening.
And you're right.
Yeah, it will be. The point I'm trying to make is that it's shared between the allies made before going into the mine or while in the mine.
So it depends on how the game does it, right?
Yeah.
So World of Warcraft, for example, it does it very methodically. It does it where if I'm coming up to the ore and I mine it, well, anybody around me, even if you're not in my party, you have a time frame, like 20 seconds, 15 seconds, before that node or that ore disappears. And it'll disappear for me once I mine it, but it will stay physical for you for like 20 seconds, even if you're not in my party. And then that way you could access it. And depending on how the game wants to do it, it could have like a one-time use where if I mine it, no one else could get it. Or it could have a 5-time use. And that's all with programming. And honestly, that's way above my head on how that actually like functions and works within the programming. But I know that's how like at least like World of Warcraft does it. So if I mine it, you still have 15 seconds to mine it, even if you're not in my party.
Okay.
And then it'll disappear.
So, do you think that works good?
I think it works on 2 different scales. One, if you have this many players, like 200,000 people all in an area, oh yeah, it works extremely well.
Okay.
If you have 100,000 subs or less, it's not a bad concept to have a single mine that's notable. If you have like 100,000 subs and less, and it's not bad, because if you think about it, you have 10,000 people all walking this mine, farming it, and they might be in different instances as well, different servers, different instances. So that same node could be available on 5 different instances. You know what I mean? It's easier to do a single node because there's more instances. If a mine could fit 100 people and you have 1,000 subs, well, you have 10 different servers hosting 10 people in each mine, kind of thing, you know. So it all depends on the game and how and what they do and transpire.
All right.
Could it be maybe possible to because when you see on the video, there is some explosives there. So could it be that, for example, a group can gather the resources to buy explosive and then mine more efficiently as a group than, you know, doing it with the pickaxe?
Oh.
I would hope so. I think it would be a really cool concept if you're able to make and create with resources the TNT and then use the TNT, like you said, to mine. That would be really cool. I feel like with Cornucopias, like mechanics, they are unique. And I'll be honest with you, I'm ashamed to say this, but I played over 1,000 games in my life, and like
No,
I'm a trophy hunter, I'm an achievement hunter. I've spent a lot of hours on games, and just from what I'm seeing and hearing and reading and watching, these mechanics, these professions, everything that Corn is doing, it's different. And I'm so excited about that because it's different. And as a Web 2 traditional gamer like myself who got into Web 3, you know, maybe 2-3 years ago, this is fantastic. Seeing something fresh, new, and then having the mentality about it that it's your loot. And that loot actually means something.
Yeah.
And also the little detail I love with the pay dirt. That's so great. That you can still get something out of that, the byproduct, right?
I've never seen that before.
No, same with me. No, never seen that.
And I think that is one of the greatest ideas ever. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm wondering, right? This is just me speculating. I'm wondering if you could steal people's pay dirt.
Oh.
You mean you want to stand behind someone and then just grab it?
Yeah, like if they're mining and the pay dirt's falling, can you just shovel it while they're mining?
Hey, I know in real life that you can actually buy bags of pay dirt, so maybe you'll be able to sell your pay dirt.
Oh,
that would be also business, right? Like you don't know, or you can, for example, label it that it was mined in that area that's known for this and that, you know, or so somebody will be like, ooh, maybe then it's, you know, more valuable. I can find something more there.
It could be quantified in it. Yeah.
Quantified, yeah. Yeah, before I think I made a boo-boo and I was talking about genesium, but that's something else. I was mixing it with quanticide. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't know what genesium is.
No, genesium wasn't the fuel.
I just heard that David said we also... It was like a small side note in his last Copy Cafe. We also have genesium.
Right? But I think it was related to vehicles though, but not for the mining.
Right. Well, I always wondered though, like, you know, when you're mining, what's the chance of you running into like a resource like oil? You know, like I don't know too much about the oil industry, but I can imagine if you're mining, there's a chance for you to tap into some type of resource that isn't a mineral, right?
I'm imagining that's in Sol's American version. Not the European version.
Texas, no, the Texas version.
Texas Solace.
Oh, man.
That's Esperanza.
Ah, there you go. Yes.
See,
yes. All
That's
the beef jerkies you can eat.
Hey, beef jerky is amazing.
Oh, we had a friend. He was American, and he was making his own beef jerky in a dehydrator, and then putting his own spices. Oh, that was so good. It's good soup.
Yummy.
It's good soup. Mm.
Good soup.
You know, beef jerky is amazing because you can make it with literally almost any meat, and that's what makes it so universal.
Okay, we have some fish here.
Fish? Yeah, we have
some
dried
fish
fish
jerky.
in Norway. Yeah.
Fish jerky.
Yeah.
All right, let's try
Yeah.
that.
No, thank you.
Okay, I think we're sidetracking.
Yeah, we're a little off topic here, but
Just
we
a
were
little
talking
bit.
about oil.
Yeah, let's go back to the oil.
Oh,
What if you take the quanticide and that turns into genesium? Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
Speculating again.
What I can imagine being like, I guess, kind of a given is like, it's raw ore. I'm assuming that you're getting, and when you get that, it's just ore. You know what I mean? So you have to melt it. So that leads into a whole nother thought and mechanic of, okay, well, I have ore. Now what's next? Well, blacksmithing, smelting. I'm smelting this ore, and now I have solid bars of ore, whether it's copper, iron, quantnesium. I think I said that right.
Very nice.
I'm still learning the names.
Yeah.
But it leads into professions. Professions. What can you use ore for? You can use it for engineering. You can use it for blacksmithing. You can use it for
upgrading your bubble
ore
jets.
For alchemy, bubble jets.
Yes.
That reminds me. Have you ever played the game Factorio? That's exactly what Factorio does. You take something.
Actually.
Ooh, that's taking what you were saying and doing exactly that, because it was like dividing into factories. Then you had the chemical plants. You had to divide this and then put it together, and this would smelt it. And so this is actually a Factorio. What I'm thinking is a good kind of illustration of how you put together the resources. But in Cornucopias you can decide that instead of doing it yourself, because let's say you don't have enough space on your land to have a blacksmith, right? So instead of doing it yourself, you're just selling it off. You're just mining it, but you're selling it in a raw state. So that's for somebody else to do. Yeah, because not everybody has a big land, so gotta have how much is now the biggest land? What's the price for that going now?
And you're right, Empire, but a good point to make to all the listeners and everybody right now is these guilds own a lot of land. The Mafia owns a lot of land. The Knights own a lot of land.
Which means a lot of factories.
Exactly. Guilds are super important, I feel like, with any MMO games. And the fact that you could join a guild that has this many lands, you got to think about how many people it may take to run these lands. So if you're in a guild and you can't afford a land, that now I don't want to say like free to play or whatever, but it is kind of like free to play. Like the game's already making it free to play. You don't even need to be a Web 3 gamer. You can be a Web 2 gamer and hop on, and they're making it super easy. Now imagine if you don't want to buy anything, join a guild. You join a guild and now you have access to the land, and then the leaders of the guild could be like, okay, well, you want to do that? That's a good idea. I really like your idea. Yeah, here, you could work on this land. You don't even have to buy it. Go ahead and work on it. And then all of the smart contracts could be put into play with that. That is crazy.
Yeah. The smart contracts itself will just take care of the cut that goes to the owner.
Yeah. And that's just a single aspect of this game. Like, that's just a single aspect of lands that, like, we're talking about racing. But that's like a whole nother aspect, and that's why RPG MMO games are so beautiful. And this AAA game that has literally been in development for 2.5 years, wow. I must say, like, if y'all not in the Genius World Records of 2024, like, so committed to the community, building with the community, talking with the community. All of this is usually quiet. all of this development time is usually quiet with normal AAA games. You won't hear a peep from a AAA game in 4 years, and then they'll release a 30-second trailer at some Gamecom and be like, yeah, this game's coming out in 2032, guys. Haha, I know it's 7 years out, but like, and then what? Like, that's what AAA games do, and this game's not doing that. Kopi Cafes every week, every other week, whatever, constantly on Discords, constantly talking, building, letting the players test the game. Like, we are so early. People who think you're not early and too late for this game, I want to tell you now, you're not. This is so early still. You are so early at this game, and just come in this community, talk with us, like chat with us. This is beautiful, and you are so early to a AAA game that is gonna literally be around for decades. And I don't want to make false promises, but that's what I believe from the bottom of my heart.
NFA people.
Yeah.
NFA.
Do you know there was a game released now recently called Starfield?
Yes, sir.
I think
I
that
played
had.
it.
You did? Wow. Okay. Do you know how long it's been in development?
From my understanding, 8 years or so.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate just released too. Do you know?
I do know, and that, yeah, I played that game too, and it's fun.
But just the beta version of that lasted 4 years.
Yeah, it was the longest beta ever, but you know what? That game is weird because you have over, like, I think, what is it, 120,000 hours of potential gameplay or something like that, because every decision you make literally alternates the game.
Wow.
If you say this, if you do this, and there's multitude of stories, and you could replay that game over and over and over again and get a completely new game every time.
Ooh.
And you could do anything in that game, and when I mean anything, I mean anything.
It sounds like that game you were playing at your brother's, but it was PlayStation. Detroit become human. That was also like
nothing
you had
like
to make
that.
decisions.
That's a single line story.
Yeah, but you had different, like you had to choose what to do next, and it affected the storyline.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
That's true.
You know that
case,
game?
I could talk to a bear in this case, right? I could talk to a bear, and I can marry the bear if I wanted to.
Yeah,
That's what I mean by you could do anything. I could not marry the bear. I don't have to marry the bear, but I could if I wanted to.
This
And it's
is
like,
crazy.
wait, what?
Oh wow, that's taking it way far there, right?
It is, but can I tell you something? Stargate, beautiful game. Thousands of planets, so much content. Yeah, it's cool, whatever. I get bored of it. Every game I get bored of now, and it's fun. It's fun on a fundamental level, but I'm not gonna lie, Web3 and Cornucopias, they set a new bar. And that bar that they set is so freaking high for me as a traditional Web 2 gamer, because I invest hundreds of hours in a game that I love, that I'm passionate about. Like, man, I'm still playing World of Warcraft since I was a kid. I've played my whole life, basically. And I don't want to play World of Warcraft anymore. I don't want to play it anymore. I hop on and I have no more fun. I don't have joy in it. And it's because everything I do is meaningless. And I hate saying that because it's entertainment. Yeah, but it's entertainment that's meaningless. I might as well watch Netflix and I'll get the same out of it, you know? And
what about
this
friends?
game,
Socials?
yeah, and friends social, it's true. It's there, but the community is different now than ever, and
because they
World of
grew up
Warcraft,
too, right?
They grew up too, and wow, it's so separate now, because you got to understand, you have World of Warcraft retail, which is the retail version, the version that has been out for 20 years. And then you have World of Warcraft Classic, and Classic's been out for like 3-4 years now, and it started from the beginning. And now you have World of Warcraft Hardcore, and then you have World of Warcraft, all the private servers that are dedicated to certain patches or certain expansions that have happened in the past. So the community is so split now, and it's because the game, people are looking for certain versions of the game, and the whole game is just just like, it's fun, but it's not fun, because if you play hardcore, you're starting in the beginning where you already know all the information, you know all the quests, you know everything. If you play classic, you know all the quests, you know everything. If you play retail, you know all the quests, you know everything. And it's like you're playing the same game just on different versions, and it's starting to get to a point where it's bubbling, and it's just like, not fun anymore.
It's like seeing the same movie without benefits.
Yeah.
No surprises.
And the main
you watched Passengers like 15 times, so
yes,
I don't know.
I'm trying. Yes, I need to longer breaks now.
Depends.
With Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
That's my favorite movie.
I'm not gonna lie, Chioz, it's my favorite movie too.
There you go.
I love that movie.
High five! You're my best friend now.
Hey, you're my best friend, bro. We can watch that movie together. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna have a custom dome, and I'm gonna open up a movie theater, and that movie's gonna play
constantly, all the time.
All the time. Just like Fortnite with their custom domes and how they could play Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean?
Wonderful. I have no idea what you said, but sure.
So
Dragon Ball Z, you don't know Dragon Ball Z? Come on.
I don't know
I grew
Fortnite.
up with that.
So you don't know Fortnite at all, or do you know a little bit about it?
I know Rob has been playing it, and I know what it is, shooting, and some like building mode, some like don't. So,
so bro, let me give you a little breakdown of Fortnite real quick. Fortnite's a really interesting game. But you know, if you don't want to play it, it's whatever. But Fortnite's interesting because one, yeah, there's the shooting and everything, but it developed to more than that. Right now, where Fortnite's at, it's beautiful because you could actually create a custom island, and that custom
like
island,
a custom dome?
It's free, kind of like a custom dome, except it's free. And then with the server, with the island, and then the more people you want, it does cost money. So if you want, like, it's free to create it, but if you want more and more people on it, then they start charging you per month. But with that game, bro, yeah, you have their games. You have what Epic created, Battle Royale. You have the non-build mode and the build mode, but then you have what custom creators made, people that just play the game. You could build an island and you could create a whole mini game or a whole game within your island, and then you could let people play it, and people monetize off of this. People make money off of this.
They do,
and it's actually they do, and it's weird because, bro, they have movie theaters in there. So if I want to watch any anime, or let's say I want to watch a movie, there's certain servers in there where I could go and they're just playing a movie. They're playing.
So they stole Cornucopias' custom idea.
Well, they came out with this idea for a while, but the difference I think that it is the creators that make these custom things, bro, they make them, but I'll be honest, they make a little bit of revenue, but sadly, because of what it is, it's mainly free. Yeah, it's mainly free, and it's sad, and that's where I believe the custom domes and cornucopias is really gonna shine, because people who know this from the fundamentals of Fortnite, they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna just buy a custom dome, and let's say I'm gonna make this mini game, or I'm gonna open up this. Now they have control over their custom dome. They have control over it, and it's just, it's beautiful, because all these other games, they're offering the custom dome, but they're not prioritizing the person that creates it. And Cornucopia prioritizes the person that creates it, I feel like. You know what I mean?
So it's
so if you leave the Fortnite, you will leave everything you created. You will have to just leave it and lose it. You don't get it, right? That's the whole difference. Yeah.
It just dies. It just dies. And what do you do when it
Cornucopias,
dies?
you can sell it. Like you build something and you can sell it ready, or somebody can, empty it and start from new. But you can sell the whole concept because it's yours.
Exactly. Like, that's so beautiful.
This reminds me.
I'm sorry for getting passionate right there, but it's beautiful.
This reminds me of Josh's new video that he made just about Project Noom,
yeah.
Noom?
Music, Noom.
About
Yeah.
Taylor Swift and Noom. How they treat the musicians from the business perspective as the middleman. Yeah, that sounds like the Fortnite issues are happening there too.
Yeah, the selling rights or selling the songs without the artist being able to purchase it. What was it that they did to her?
They took her money practically. So
No, not
what
just money, but like she had to do the whole album again by herself to have rights for it or something like that.
Yeah,
because they sold the rights to someone else. Yeah. No, but this makes the little people earn. That's the whole point of, not getting the sharks to fill their pockets, but the small person with a good idea that can come in and just start a business and make a living out of it.
Yeah, that's the power of Cornucopias.
That is the power of Cornucopias. And it's real obvious just with the community that we already have. The streamers like yourselves that we already have. The musical artists that we have like Seven, Scruffy, Josh, D-App Central, every single one of them, J Crypto, every single individual, and all the ones that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, all the ones you're forgetting, of course.
Yeah,
there's many of them.
There's many of them, and it's only gonna grow. And
like, Juju.
This is early to say, Juju. This is early to say, Chioz, but I feel like I'm experienced enough to say this. All of you are legacy streamers in the making. Do you know what that means?
No.
So a legacy streamer is an OG. Someone who has been at it since the beginning, and everyone who's making videos, all of you guys are legacy streamers in the making. And it's in the making because you're not legacy yet, because you're still new streamers, but you guys are so good and you guys are so passionate about it that in a few years, instantly, I snap my fingers, I don't know if you can hear, you will become a legacy streamer. You will be a streamer from the beginning. You will be an OG streamer. You will have a legacy title that all of these new streamers, because understand there's going to be waves and waves and waves of not only guilds, but streamers and people hopping on this. We're at such a beginning stage that we're not even ready for all of the waves that's about to happen. There's going to be waves to the next 15 years. You know what I mean? That's a lot of time. You guys are legacy streamers in the making. And that is such
you're going to
honor.
stream as well. You're going to be in there too.
One day, definitely, I will be. I haven't made my first video yet. I've made like 20 test videos, but I haven't made an actual video yet. I just wanted to test my software and see how my voice sounded.
That's good.
Honestly.
That's good.
Yes.
You're coming in the game prepared. But sometimes you gotta take the leap of faith, right? So
absolutely
not to push you, but sometimes it's good just to do it. I got to hear it so many times with starting first the Empire Espresso and now the Chioz Empire. I got to hear so many times, just do it. Don't think about how bad it sounds, and it's just the first beginnings are always like that, so just get over it.
We also have other ones that are inspiring to become YouTubers, like Corn Solid has started his Copy Wiki, going through them. Myself for all. I hope I said that right. He's also an inspiring one to becoming one. I just want to say
Copybore.
Copybore. Of course, Copybore.
Copybore, yeah.
Yeah. Legends.
We need this variety. Yeah, we need this different approaches, and that's kind of inspiring to see what everybody how everybody does it differently and decide they're taking about cornucopias, because it's so much to
There's
talk
so
about.
much. That's true. So much.
So much to talk about, and it's all about community, really. Like any great game, and I wanted to bring this up with other games, right? There's something called like gamers content. Whether you played the Assassin's Creed or the Ubisoft, I should say, or you play like a game like Skyrim. There's creator content, right? So if you buy Skyrim or you buy an Assassin's Creed game right now on any console or the computer, you could go to this hub that's like creators content, and then you could either purchase or get for free what a creator made that loves the game, just a fan. They allow these people who love the game to create content for these games. And Skyrim, look at Skyrim, it came out when I was 12 years old and I'm 25 right now. You know, and it's still a #1 game. Why? Because I could create something right now on it, and you will like it or you won't like it. And all of these games have something very similar, the creators content. Now, when I look at that, right, for instance, I know this is very premature, but look at the Mafia Guild, look at the Knights Guild, and any other guild that might have done something, and excuse me, I just don't know any other guilds right now, but they've already created, in a sense, creators content with their guild assets that's tied to something that they own regarding to the game. That's, in my opinion, this NFTs, the guild NFTs, are the very first version of this creators content that we see so popular in all of these great games. This is the first step. This is the very first thing, and it's NFT based. So now when you buy it, you not only get the utility that is like within the smart contract of that NFT, but then you could also get the secondary value of it, which you could resell it. That is taking the next step, in my opinion, because every game is doing a creators content. Every game that's good, I could create something. But this game, I could create something and it matters.
Yeah, and the thing with the vehicles, I think, if I remember correctly, that your scores and achievements will follow the vehicle. So the value could be so much different when you bought it and when you were racing it for several years, right?
Right. And then you can rent the vehicle out too?
Yeah, you can rent it out, or you can, but the stats and things like that, I think it remains, right? It's written in the maybe metadata, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you're good at some parts, your NFT will be increasing in price.
Can you
every
imagine?
time you win? Yeah.
Can you imagine, guys? Right, just like having a common Bubble Jet, GTI, T3, doesn't matter. Just having a normal common, but that common got like 200 wins out of 0 losses. You won all your races, and you're just like, yo, I'm gonna sell this common because it wins. And you sell this common for way overpriced because it's win, and someone buys it because they're like, yo, this is a good luck vehicle right here.
Yeah. That metadata can be variable.
It could be very. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a number collector on these NFTs right now. I like the 3-digit, the 2-digit, and the 1-digit NFTs on the Cornucopias. Like, if I buy from the secondary, I'm trying to get a 3-digit, 2-digit. I don't even know if it's gonna have any means, but just the fact that it's like, oh, what's this number? Having that number, I know from a gaming experience, I'm a collector. So if there's a certain number I want, I'd rather have that number than any other number. So that's why I like numbers, you know what I mean?
I wonder about one thing about this blockchain technology. Let's say that you have the opportunity to make your signature happen as an NFT, and let's say that you want to make 1,000 NFTs with your signature. These can only be placed on a vehicle in Cornucopias. Can that be as a metadata that you win 200 races and here's a signature on that vehicle?
Like a rap,
Dang.
you mean, with your... Okay.
Like say
blew
we
my
have
mind.
if you have Rob's signature, he's only made 1,000 of them. If you have
Okay.
what's the artist name? P Diddy. What's his name?
You know, you got P Diddy and Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
out here.
Dogg. Thank you. I think it was called P Diddy one day, one time ago.
Snoop Lion.
Okay. Yep.
Let's say he made his signature, 1,000 of them, and he placed it on a vehicle. I'm not sure. I hope that the blockchain technology can make that happen. That's what I'm saying.
Like an autograph, you mean?
Yeah, autograph
It
signature.
kind of already does, though. Like, not on that level, but it kind of already does, right? So, like, on JPEG, for instance, it shows at my name owns this. So, you know, and I'm stealing this, and I heard this from you guys' interview with Seven. Shout out to Seven. I love your music, bro. But I heard this on your
Seven
guys'
signature.
interview.
Yes.
Yeah, but not even the Seven signature. Just the fact that, well, Michael Jackson's vehicle, for instance, even though that vehicle is worth 400,000 because Michael Jackson owned it, it's worth $1 million. Well, just like y'all were saying on that last interview, like, it's true. I can't see it not being true as a collector's standpoint. Like World of Warcraft, for instance, I love Asmongold. Asmongold, he has well over 1 million subscribers. He does videos on World of Warcraft plus a lot of other videos. But I ain't gonna lie, if he went ahead and made a signature that said Asmongold and I could get it on one of my World of Warcraft mounts, I'd easily spend $100 on it. As just someone who loves him, I would buy his thing. I would. So that thought of that, yeah, bro, absolutely.
Didn't you just buy like a mouse pad with some signature?
I bought
Oh, man.
Gamers Nexus. It's autographed Gamers Nexus pad, work pad for the desk. Yeah.
Oh, look at you! Hey, that's cool, bro. That is really cool. I appreciate that as a collector.
Thank you. I think they're still for sale if you want to grab one. They just released them right now.
I might, man. I just might. You gotta send me the link though.
I think I saw the order price on the.
No, you
bank.
didn't. No.
Yes, I did. And I was like, what? How much for that thing?
Yeah. You saw it? Oh no.
Yep, I did.
Yeah, ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Who made that sound?
I guess we're gonna have ramen for the next month or so.
I like ramen. I like it.
Hey, ramen's good.
Yeah.
Well, if you upgrade it, yeah, it sure is. I just noticed something. You were talking about numbers, and I noticed that I've got 2 numbered vehicles.
No way,
Let me see.
dude. If you got a 0002 number vehicle, that is so freaking rare.
Let me see. Where is that? No, that's not that. Where's mine? Because I minted. Let's see. I won. One thing I won. Oh, let me see. Where is this? It doesn't want to let me do this. There we go. I won a Sprinter rare that has the number 76. And interestingly, I just noticed that I minted the Bonanza, OG Bonanza, that has the number 74. Nice. 76 and 74. Woo-hoo.
Dude, so understand this. Right now, there is 0 double-digit sprinters on JPEG Store. That's how rare it is. There's no double digits. There's 10008 for 1,000 ADA because they only have 2 digits but the zeros. But as a number collector and like a collector, you got a really rare one. The double digits, single digits, they're so rare. And if you go on JPEG and you type in like 000 and you look at all the like single digits or double digits, you'll see exactly how rare you got it. So keep that baby and sell it for a lot if you ever do sell it.
Oh, sweet.
I got number 74 too.
Yeah, that's the one I minted, but you got it because yeah, I got I minted the legendary OG Bonanza, but you gave me the common because it's white and I have my Corn Trooper set.
The uncommon.
Yeah, the
I'm not gonna
uncommon,
lie.
right.
My most prized asset is a common. It's a common NFT to Tree Series 2 2022. And the reason it's my most rare is it's a single digit. It is 00003. And like again, I'm a collector, but if you type in single digits on any asset in Corn, good luck finding one. Just like good luck finding it. And I found this one and it was the most happiest day of my life. It was like 100 ADA. It was like 100 ADA. And you know the trees, like 100 ADA is a lot, but like they're normally like 40 to 50 ADA right now. I was like 100 ADA for a common, but it's a single digit. I bought it instantly. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it instantly because I just see the value in these small digit assets. And I don't know if it will ever come into fruition. Well, it will actually have a value, but I'm hopeful.
I've never seen that as something to look for.
Well, definitely, because there is people, but that's not single digit. But sometimes many would buy NFT because it has their birth date in it, or so many special dates, you know, they relate to, or the 420, right?
420.
Well, I look at traditional Web2 gamers, guys, and traditional Web2 gamers, they're collectors. And that's the beautiful thing. When Web2 gamers come into Web3, Web3 is getting a whole bunch of collectors. I'm a collector on every Web2 game. I don't want number 10,000 or number 8,000. I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want it as a Web2 gamer. I don't. Even if it's the same asset, the same skin, if that's the number, I don't want it because it's just too much numbers. But if I get a number that's like 85, I'm like, oh wait, hold up. Hold up. This is rare because it is. Because you're telling me out of 12,000, I got 99 and I got one of those. You know what I mean? It's rare. In my opinion, it's rare as a Web2 gamer.
Definitely.
You know what I'm excited about, though?
Yeah.
I think we need to calm down our talk because it's been way over an hour.
No, but the question to us, where did that go? No.
Oh, all right.
It's okay. Last question. Question to us.
Do you have a question for us?
Okay, I love this question. As far as both of you individually experience with games, video games, and projects, what is your most favorite or anticipated thing that will come from Cornucopias?
Dun 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 dun. I like the mining. I hope the mining. Social groups looking out for each other, helping each other, going into the mines. That's my thinking on it. But also the farming. The working together to work out an economy. System.
I'm thinking taking a mount and just exploring the area, finding some resources, collecting mushrooms, fishing.
Zelda style.
But then again, that's true.
That works too.
Does-
Exploration is a big part of this.
Exploration.
Exploration
Yeah, of course.
is a big part.
But I will
Well-
try to stay away from the
Bad zones.
dangerous places. Or if there could be like a camouflage suit that you can buy, I would definitely be the first investment that I will get because I don't like confrontation. I don't like fighting. So I would just get like a full-on suit and just disappear into the woods.
Or get enough,
Nobody could ever find me.
or get enough charisma
Like-
to talk
like-
yourself out of any situation.
I will be like Peta in Hunger Games, right? I will
Yeah.
learn the art of disappearing.
Cake
And
decoration.
survive.
Rolling that 20.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good. But they were talking about the foraging, right?
I can be Katniss.
The berries. Katniss. Katniss.
Katniss Everdeen, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Bye bye.
No, who was it?
Man.
Well, yeah, it was Rob saying that he was already collecting berries, and they kind of left him behind. That they were playing around in the game, and he was so into collecting berries. So it is gonna be
That he got
interesting
killed
if
by
there's
the
gonna
bear.
be berries. No,
He got
he was
killed
not
by a
killed
bear.
by a bear. Did he say that? No.
If he stands alone, suddenly a bear stands behind him. The one that Paturai was gonna marry.
I said no.
Oh, okay. You said no.
I said no. I can find better.
All right.
Man, Chioz and Empire. Well, I just want to thank both of you for having me on your show today. It has been such an honor, and I appreciate it.
It's been
Hope
a joy.
you had a little
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
It's-
Thank you for hopping in to spend some time with us, crazy people.
Excellent.
been a
opinion.
blast.
And I don't think I hold my words when I said that I will try to speak less. I think I failed that mission.
Thankfully.
I think you spoke enough. I don't think you got worried about how much you speak. You both spoke enough. The feedback I gotta give you guys are both excellent, and I really love being on you guys' show. You guys are such a great team.
We love having you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very,
you
very
so much for joining us. And enjoy the rest of your free day that you have. Do some more playing, or what's your plan for the rest of the day? If you don't mind sharing.
I don't mind sharing at all. As soon as I'm done with this interview, I'm about to hit the Cornucopias browser button and test the game.
Oh, yeah. You got all the hollows? Or still looking for how many?
I have gotten all of the hollows. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty much complete.
Then
Congratulations.
you need to show me, because I'm actually missing 4, I think.
We could go ahead and do a tour. I don't mind at all.
Okay,
I
so
love
you
to
know
help.
where they are. Ooh.
I
You're,
actually created a map.
What?
Oh.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give shout out to Simba. Simba, you have given me the inspiration to know these hollows, and I had to write out a map so I can remember them.
And who was talking about glitches and not exploiting the
I
game?
love the glitches, man. I'm not gonna lie. I love the glitches, and I don't feel like this is exploiting the game, but
No,
I
of
love the
course.
glitches. I love going off map, guys. I love it. I
Oh,
love
did you
it.
find
You're
find
right.
something that you're not supposed to find, or a place that you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh.
He says yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hop in. I'm just gonna walk the dog, and then you can show me all the forbidden places.
I'll be on NA. Don't worry. Come join me. I'll be on European server too. Just come find me.
Oh, okay. So you're mixing it up with the European server. All right.
Too many
Sounds good.
people go on NA. We need to go on EU.
All right.
Ah, there's a secret. All right. Then we need to say, for all those who are about to test, we salute you. And Paturai is your man to get your hollows. Thank you very, very much for this interview. It's been a joy to talk to you. And enjoy Cornucopias.
Thank you. You guys enjoyed Cornucopias as well. I appreciate y'all having me.
Good night.
Goodbye. Good night for us, maybe, but not for him.
Yeah, good night for us. That's true.
Have a great day. Bye.